21 Pilots are set to wrap up the Takeover Tour this year. Yes, it is still going on. They still have the UK dates to do because we can't forget about the UK people. But they're set to finish that this year, then immediately go on the Icy Tour. And I was recently watching an analysis video about the Takeover Tour live shows from Stolen Potential. This video right here, which if you haven't seen this video, make sure to link it down in the description box below because it is an incredible video. Jake Allen makes some incredible videos and I aspire to be like Jake one day because the production, so good. So good. But watching that video, it made me think about the Icy Tour. What are possibly is going to happen? What is possibly going to be the set list? What is going to be the lore-based elements? Because we know 21 Pilots does include lore within the live show as well. So let's just talk about that, shall we? Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well and hope it continues to go well. These are my predictions for the Icy Tour, even though it's months away, but let's get right into it. Let's start off with the name, the thing that is going to drive most lore elements, Icy Tour. We know that Scaled and Icy is short for Scaled Back and Isolated, according to Tyler. Also, Clancy is dead, but Scaled Back and Isolated. So, Takeover Tour was called, in my opinion, was called the Takeover Tour because it was them taking over cities, starting out these small venues, then building up to these large arena shows. And Stolen Potential goes into more detail about one thing that happens during the show that is like, yeah, they were totally taking over everything. So a little teaser for that video, definitely go check that out. And they're taking over everything. Scaled Back and Isolated, the Icy Tour, is basically the Takeover Tour, just isolated incidences. 21 Pilots were taking over the big cities first, the cities that mean a lot to them. Now they're going to do small, isolated shows across the United States as just called isolated incidents, isolated takeovers. It's a scaled back tour in the sense that they aren't doing one mega thing per city. It's just one show, one show, one show, one show. Two shows in the case of Texas, just one in this town, one in this town, but instead of here's 3 or 4 shows within the same city. It's all isolated incidences around. Now, as far as set list goes, of course, it's still going to be a lot of Scaled and Icy songs because that's the album they're currently promoting. So it's not going to, they're not going to bring back the entirety of the Trench set list. I remember seeing them on the second leg of the Bandito Tour, and it was the same show as the first leg, but they changed up songs. They didn't do Neon Gravestones, they didn't do Legends. In the replacement of Neon Gravestones, they did Migraine as well as Tear in My Heart. It was super, super cool. They also did Fall Away with Dr. Blum because he was opening with Mr. Wise for that tour. But, so, I think the skeleton of the Takeover Tour is going to pass over to the Icy Tour with some song changes. Maybe they won't do some of the songs that aren't popular off of Psy. Maybe they won't do Never Take It. Maybe they will do less of the medley thing, less of the live stream experience, and they'll do songs within their entirety. You might get the entirety of Mulberry Street this time without Benny and the Jets, which I love, by the way. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Mulberry Street and the Benny and the Jets back in the Mulberry Street. I love it so much. Maybe we'll get Choker live at the arena shows instead of everyone who was in the small venues. Just know, if you did go to one of those small venue shows, I am insanely jealous. But I think the skeleton will remain the same with some song changes, bringing back some old song medleys in there as well. And I think the old song medley is going to take over the campfire version of the show. I think that they're going to get rid of the covers. They're going to put the old medley back in. Now, the thing is, are they going to keep the Message Man ritual? I would like to think that they are, because it's such a crucial part of the live show for the Takeover Tour. It just makes sense to carry it over. Will the Psy Band be on the Icy Tour? Yes, it's basically confirmed, because Skylar Cord tweeted on Twitter the day the Icy Tour was announced, ready for round 2. So pretty much they are confirmed for the Icy Tour. As far as lighting goes, which plays a huge factor in, well, all stage shows, but especially in 21 Pilots' stage shows, I think we'll get a lot of blue lighting, of course, being the color of, well, most icy things. The typical ice color is like a light blue sort of hue, so we might kind of like this color of blue. But we're gonna get a lot of that color of lighting. We're gonna maybe see less and less yellow. We're gonna see less red, maybe. Like, if anything, just some very soft pink colors. Maybe kind of like Takeover Tour pink, like that. But I do think we're gonna see a lot of blue. It's gonna be a very cool show. Very cool lighting, purples, blues, just some very cool colors compared to warm colors such as yellow, orange, and red. We're gonna see some nice, cool, it's gonna be a cool show. The Icy Tour, scaled back, isolated, and cool. With that being said, I still expect to see some yellow and some red, because not all of the Takeover Tour and not all of 21 Pilots' live shows are 100% lore-based, because they do have fun. It's still a live show. Of course, they're going to play the hits. They're going to play Car Radio. They're going to play Stressed Out. They're going to play the songs that are streamed a lot on streaming services and are popular on the radio. And then they'll occasionally just throw in old stuff, and they'll occasionally just do something that wasn't planned before, such as Benny and the Jets. That got added as the Takeover Tour continued. They added Benny and the Jets on there. As when you can even see special instances to where 21 Pilots would bust out Forrest. They would bust out Addict with a Pen, bust out Taxi Cab, or what have you. They do some songs just as like, hey, let's do something cool. Here's an Oasis cover, to which we might get more of those. I mean, at my show, we watched a football game. That is certainly not a part of 21 Pilots lore. That is just them having fun, because it's still a live show. They want to have fun, we want to have fun, and not everything has to be lore based. But that being said, there'll still be some lore in certain songs of the show, much like Message Man, much like the live stream experience songs and what have you, much like the outfits that the Psy Band was wearing. I expect those outfits to continue on there. Maybe their logos on there will fade slightly, maybe. I don't know. It's weird that Icy Tour is happening in the summertime. If you think about it, it's weird that it's happening in the summertime, in the summer heat. You can pay the cover charge, I'm in the street. Don't know if those two things connect, but it is certainly weird to think about, isn't it? Anyway, those are my predictions for the Icy Tour. A little bit rambly here, but it's certainly a lot of fun to fantasize. Alright, but let me know what you guys think is going to happen on the Icy Tour. Let me know down below. What songs do you want to hear on the Icy Tour? What songs do you want removed from this Takeover Tour set list? Do you think they're going to keep the Shy Away and I'm Not Okay medley? Let me know. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with a Justin for Psy Band where I'll be holding on to you. And yeah, I'll see you later. I have to wake up a bit early. I'm going to bed. Goodbye and good night. More importantly, have a good day. Watch Joel Potential's video and I will see you later.